Hey, okay, welcome back. We're back down here in the war room section of the man cave. And it's been a while. It's been a good couple of weeks, I think, since I've been able to get down here and get back at my good old mystery of the Templars. Hats off to old Marco Wargamer. He puts out a video and there's 5 or 6 playthroughs. I don't know how they do it. I have no idea. It must be their full-time job. But this is my off season. I'm supposed to be off work. This has been a bad gaming season for me. I'm barely getting through one game here. But anyway, I love me some Mystery of the Templars, and we're going to go ahead and continue. Had a little bit of a cough glitch, but I'll go over that here real quick. Again, on these missions, there's the escort. That's escorting people to the Holy Land. That's one of the things you get assign your Templars to do, and your excavation missions. You can see here that the players all put their night counters on the excavation missions to dig up relics. But you got a maximum of 2 nights. So if you put both nights on here, that means all your numbers on your card go on the mission with the double nights. 1 night means you're going to split the cost. But your bigger numbers are always going to be on the mission that you're on, and a smaller number on the mission that you're not. So blue, red, and green, higher number, excavation. Lower number, escort. Yellow, both numbers, excavation. 0 numbers, escort. And when I'm talking about numbers, I'm talking about these cards over here. Like I said, the mission you're on, if you're only putting in 1 night, will be the one on the left, the bigger number, and the mission you're not on will be the lower number on the right. And if you put both nights on a mission, then you get 8 points of valor total. Them are valor points, by the way. I might call them different things, but them are valor points. You can see, though, they all equal 8, so it's how you divide your 8. But now we are going to the transport phase. And this is where you try to get your goods out of that Holy Land up to Europe. You basically, what does it say? You're raping the Holy Land. All right, load transport. In initiative order, each player may load resources on their transports and place a seal on their transport card, paying the required cost, or reveals a night counter from his castle and places a seal on it. Only resources from a territory occupied by the transport can be loaded. It tells you your knights can carry 1 resource, caravans and ships can carry any number. But here's the catch. You have to have these caravans and transports activated. As you can see here, these are all still can't be used. They haven't even been activated yet. The only one that has been activated is the black transports, and they all got their different costs and how many people are on them to protect the ships and everything else. There you go. This is a caravan, is represented by this wagon. Oh, this one costs 2 gold per to load any item on there. I believe that's what is that? 4. I can't really tell on this, but there's a 4 number there. That means you can move 4 zones, and it has 2 knights as protection. Now you can also put more knights in there to help with your protection. That's highly recommended. On this sea transport, 2 gold to load each thing on there. 2 gold per. This one can move 5 zones. He's a quickie, but he don't have much protection. So there you go. We'll go here in initiative order. Initiative will be the very first player. Now the thing of it is, he can't load anything that's still up here in this scroll. He's got to wait and get him down here. So the only thing he still has he's got himself a nice little relic and some gold, but he has no access to it until later on in the game. So remember that. I made that mistake before in the game. So the only thing he can transport are goods, which is always good. He's got knights available too, but you also get points at the end of the turn, each turn, for having knights in your castles in the Holy Land. So it's a give and take. It's a big strategy game. I'm telling you, it's not bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and load some of these guys up, see what's going on, go through each player. Then I'll load you to look at the transport. I might do it. I'm going to go ahead and do it the random way with a roll of dice, being that with our six-sided dice, a 5 and a 6 are going to load, and a 1 through 4 means they're going to decline. Now in the real game, you'd be deciding yourself on a strategy, but they're just playing this randomly. Because it's just little old me. So we're back. Okay, I am back. And I am the player number 1. And I can load either a knight, who can carry 1, go by land on a caravan, unlimited capabilities, can carry as much goods as I want. And the same way with ships. Now, looking at this, a knight can only go 1 zone per, so taking a land route is going to be a long ways. But I'm also noticing that there are no bandits along this route. And let me go ahead and point it out to you. I'm not seeing, the only bandits I'm seeing, and this is because I use that optional ruler up here in these obscure spots. So what that I guess represents is the ability of the Templars to kind of clear out the area. Now we're looking over here though, and it ain't the same deal. In the sea route, you'll come out of Acre and right here, come on through, and boy, you got pirates all the way through. A lot of pirates. So I guess that optional rule made it to where there's more trouble at sea than on land. I'm going to go ahead. It looks to me like I'm going to load a caravan. So player number 1, and you got to remember to keep. You have to have enough gold to have these people on the board too. So I got 1, 2 gold, 3. Oh, I've got 3 goods, which would cost me. And you look on this card here, 2 gold per to load onto that sucker. That's expensive, considering I only have 1, 2. Oh, I got 6 gold, so I could get all that on there. Huh. But I don't pay a cost per. I only pay cost per. But I need cost if you got a knight on the board. These knights cost you 1 gold per turn rent. I don't see yellows having any on there, so that's good. I guess you could transport to that and leave me broke with gold. They're gonna take up all my gold, and I only got 2 gold coming in when I get these scrolls come on. So that's gonna be a decision I make. Let's go ahead and we'll roll the dice and let them do it. Blue dice. Rolling for player number 1. He's got a 4, which means he will decline to ship any goods. So let's go ahead and put the goods back there. Player number 2 is blue. Oh, you know what? No, he can't. I was going to say he needs to get that relic out of there. Any normal player would want to, but he can't use the relic because it's on the scroll. It's on this upper part, his scroll parchment. All right, let's go with player number 2. He does want to transport some goods. But you know what, player number 2? Oh, I was going to say, I don't see any gold. Oh, player number 2's got all kinds of gold. Did I take your gold away from you, player number 2? Yeah, oh, they all got some gold. Okay, well, let's go with it. He's going to transport 1, which will cost him 2. 2 gold. We'll take the gold and put her on the big old gold pile. That's going to have to be straightened out. All right, so I paid my 2 gold. We're going to do it like this. He's player number 2, so these are all marked. He's going to go with the caravan. So I'm going to go ahead and load the caravan with 1 of these. There you see the player number 2 caravan. Load that on up. Now do I want to add a knight to it? This caravan's kind of strong. It's got 2 knights. For some reason, blue. He must have. He's got a knight out in the field too, because he's only got 1 knight in Acre or Jerusalem. And sure enough, you look on over there, and old blue's got 1 on the board, which also means he's got to pay rent for that one. So he's got to have some gold left. He's got 5. He'll be all right. Gold is going to go. Or blue is going to go ahead and place a knight on the caravan with him. Let's go ahead and get us a marker 2 to distinguish that this is ours. Player number 2 on the caravan. So let's see, we got a seal. You always got to have those seals. We got some goods, and we got a knight. All right, he's got that loaded. Now he's got to pay for that knight, which is 2 coins. We got 5 here. We're going to have to make some change. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, put this 5 back here, and we will stop. Be back. Okay, we're back. So let me straighten out my gold here and show you what's going on. Okay, now we got to pick a destination for that caravan. Oh, where are my destination markers? I will be right back. I got them for fleets, but not caravans. Hold on a second. Okay, so you get yourself a caravan marker here. See, this one's a caravan, but it's got the color matching the caravan that we're on now. We'll start with black. It goes from black to white to orange. So, and this is the destination. The person that loads, first one to load onto any caravan or ship, gets to pick the destination. And this is where you put your destination. Looking at the board, blue. Nobody has any buildings yet. Nobody owns any buildings. So this guy's kind of off on his own. I think green's over here. He's got a seal in Messina for Demos or warehouse where you put your stuff. But other than that, no more seals on the board. So that's a kind of a complication. In the beginning of the game, it gets like this. We're going to go ahead and load him up, and we're going to tell him to go to... what was a potential spot? All right, well, the market's always open here in France. So in France, you'll see in Marcella, the only spot in France where you can sell goods is this spot right here. It's got its little goods counter. So we're going to go ahead and put the counter right there. That's his destination. And it ain't really that bad as a destination, to be honest with you. It beats going through the sea route and getting all these pirates. So when I do get there, I'll be able to sell my goods for this number here. 3 gold plus a +1 bonus. And these numbers can go up. This little number here. But anyway, that's what we'll do. We can always change it later, I guess. But that is blue. The next one will be 3, 4, and so on. I'm going to roll a dice and move my mice, and I'll show you who loads what. Be right back. All right, we're back, and we have another correction to make, but it ain't too bad. It's just a little slip of the mind. What can I say? I'm getting old. But old Blue, you're a debt. You only paid 1 gold for that night. You got it's two gold boarding fee there, Blue. 2 gold boarding fee. So we're snatching a gold away from Blue. I'll put it over here in my good old big old fat banker pile. Whoever likes being a banky. So anyway, another thing. I don't know if I told you yet, but I got me another game. But now this one here, I think like a $50 game. I got it for like $10. And I'm like, what? But if you do look, you'll see there's a little bit of a dent there. And that's the same thing I got with this Templar game. I get them at the mini market, on a little discount sales. But, so who cares if there's a little dent on the box? So there's a dent here. So I'm like, okay, I'll bring it home for $10. Uh-oh. Have you ever seen the movie The Homecoming of the Waltons, the very first movie? And Elizabeth gets that present. She opens the box, or she opens the present up and sees the doll, and you'll know what I mean. But anyway, okay, let's get back here. Just wanted to make sure I snatched that 1 gold, and now we're moving on to player number 3, who rolled a 6. And he's going to go ahead and load up some gold, but he's going to decline to use a knight. So he's going to just let everybody else let everybody else pay the protection, because Blue already put one on there for him. So we'll see how that works out. I'll be back. All right, we got a correction on this one. I rolled and red was going to load, but I'm overriding that because nobody has any buildings yet. And Blue's just taking a chance of taking that 1 good up there to Marcellus. So Red's already got 1 on the board. 1 night to go do some exploring. So he's going to decline. Now green is the only one with a seal on a Dumas. And that is in Messina. One thing about Messina, I don't think he can get to it by land. So I think he's going to have to load himself up a ship. So, we're going to take a chance there, old green. Oh, you know what, though? Green ain't got no gold. Green's got good, but he ain't got boarding fee. So old green be too poor to do anything. So that will take care of the transport phase. I was going to have green maybe, since he's the only one with a warehouse to put his goods. But he's got that warehouse and all that stuff because he ain't got no more cash. Wait, you know what? This place here's opened up. But again, nobody owns a building there yet. So that will be it for the transport phase. The only one who loaded transport is Blue. And he loaded one good with some Niners protection to go to Marsala in southern France. And he's going to take the land route. Whoa. What it was like back in those days, I'm telling you. But 2 or 3 years of your life or a year to transport something. All right, well, anyway. Now you move your transports. Each player in an initiative order may move his or her knights into adjacent land territories. Okay, now I want to make sure this is no different than exploration. Each player may send knights to explore cities. All right, I'll take that as different. So these guys aren't transporting. Those knights here are not transporters; they're explorers. So there's a key difference there. Remember that. They're not transports. All right, the knights are the first ones to be able to move next to the caravans. This comes into play because we do have a caravan. All right. The caravans move in order of priority number for the transport cards. Huh. All right. Well, what the heck? I gotcha. This one's a 10. So if I had a card on this one and it was a 5, white would go first. So priority number on the card. So there you go. All right. Well, since there ain't no ships or nothing, this caravan's going to go ahead and move. This caravan can move 4 spots. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go over here and see now these represent the caravans. You got yourself a little wagon here. We're starting out here in Acre. Here's the first one. We'll cross it over here. 1. Back out this way. 2. 3. And 4. Alright, see how I did that? Alright, there were no bandits anywhere around here. There's a bandit up here. Let me see if I can zoom in on that goofy bandit. These markers are so small. Maybe we can find out what he's holding too. Oh, this is what's on my zoom feature. There you go. Boy, can't like. There's some land behind him. I don't know what he's got. If he's carrying something, I see a helmet in the hand, but I don't know what the hell he is. He's a bandit. He's a brigand. Or something, I guess they call them brigands. Alright, well, there's my caravan move. So now, ships don't move or anything like that, so that takes care of the movement. Then you'll do the unload. If any of your transport hit their little spot, then you unload the goods. It's as simple as that. We'll show you combat, but luckily I took a route with no bandits, so we will go from the move transport phase to the resources phase. Okay. It's the end of the phase here. This is where we'll be able to get some of those goods we got earlier. I'm going to go ahead and pause it here and get things ready. I'll be right back in a flash. Alright then. Phase 5, resources. Collect your rewards. Each player takes any resources from their parchment of his or her sheet earned from missions in Phase 1 and places them in the buildings of his or her sheet. So what you basically do is just gathering your stuff in the Holy Land and moving them to each faction's castles in the Holy Land. So let's go see what we got going on here. Number 1, yellow. Got themselves the old part of the House of the Virgin Mary as a relic reward. So, oh, and you know another thing? You got to keep on remembering about these cards. During certain phases. Oh, transports. One attack's automatically defeated. Resources. You receive a novice counter. Oh, see, now I'm going to go over and make sure I didn't. Resources. You have displayed in the chapel. Okay. Now, each player will be looking at their cards, so I won't have to look at them. I got to keep track of 4 of them. But, like I said, always remember that. I don't think we missed anything. But this guy down here, during Phase 5 resources, you receive a novice counter for every castle you control in all active Templar provinces. Okay, he won't want to use that yet, but that is one to keep in mind. One attack automatically is defeated. Oh, yellow don't have no transports, but he'll want to keep that. So luckily, I don't think any of these really, if we missed anything. Display chapel can be moved. Okay, he don't have a relic yet. That don't go to him. Markets, nothing. Resources. After initiative order has been determined, you may trade your initiative card for one held by another player. Oh, it's if you want to change your initiative. That comes up right now. Then transports a caravan ship of your choice gains 2 movement points. That would have helped, but you don't have none going on. Okay, there you go. We're up to date. We will keep an eye on the resources when it comes to each player. So, collect rewards. Okay, yellow. The one, like I said, the one with the relic. He'll be taking his relic off his parchment and placing it in his chapel, an acre. He'll also collect his gold from his parchment and put it in here. Now there's a manage resources phase where he'll be able to get change and all the other good stuff. Because like I said, this area right here only has a maximum of 6 counters. As you can see down here in that little, see that 6 down there? It's his maximum. Alright, let's see what we go here. That's player number 1. Player number 2, all he's got in his parchment is 1 gold, which he'll put down here. Player number 3, same thing, just 1 gold. And player number 4, not much going on here early in the game, but I'm telling you what, it does pick up. Alright, exploration. This is where you can send your knights out. So far, blue and red. You can see back over there. Blue and red are the only 2 with their knights out in the Holy Land. So we'll go to, look at this, it says an initiative order. So yellow, does he want to put a knight out to explore? Everybody else has got to jump on him. You got to remember that. Okay, we're back. Like I said, I think yellow's going to decline. He'll concentrate on other things like getting that freaking relic. That's a good thing to have. He's got to get that sucker back. And the main thing is, before they can even do that, each of these things when they come up, and it'll come up in this next phase or so, they'll be able to buy these buildings. So he's going to buy buildings first. The only one that owns a building so far is Green and Messina. There's the only seals that are on there. So okay. Number 2 is blue. Blue does have one out here. So he is going to leave this area here, and he's going to go to an area not quite to Constantinople, or Constantinopolis back then, I guess. And this place here is usually filled with brigands. It would have been stocked hammered if I wouldn't have used that optional rule. I would have had to put them all right here, I think. That's a killer, but it gave me the optional rule where we can put them when we want. We put them all out here in the away. Why would we put them in here? I don't even, unless I'm not reading the rule right. But anyway, he gets to move 1. We won't worry about red when it comes to his turn. Initiative order. Okay, red's next, so they both got knights out here. Now this is something else. In initiative order, so you can see you got yourself like a mini race going on here. That's why another reason why if I was yellow, I'd decline. These guys got to hit the stuff already. So as a little game tip, when the game first starts, get your knights out there to explore. Because once you hit these cities, you get to see what kind of goods they got there. These are like little treasures. So you get out there and explore them. Now they're not there yet, but in initiative order, you might want to use that 1 card over there that says you can change your initiative order. But that's Green, and he ain't got a knight out there. He's got no, dog in that fight. But between red and blue, who's going to bring the first one to get to Constantinopolis and check that out? All depends on initiative. Another game within the game. All right, so that was blue and red. Green don't have nobody out there, so he can't move nobody. Does he want to send nobody out there? No, because everybody else already got somebody out there right now. Although, like I said, it's a big world. I don't know. I think everybody else could get to it first. It's almost like I'm just seeing this now. It's when I start and gun goes, man, get those guys out of acre and get them going. Just 2 players chose a different strategy to keep their knights, they will reap the rewards by getting victory points by having knights in their castles. You'll see that come up. So there's, all kinds of give and take here. It's a really good game to get those victory points. All right, that's exploration, organization. This is the key. This is where you get to make change and get your stuff in initiative order again. Each player may reorganize his or her resource in the buildings he or she controls under his or her shields. Okay, that's another key. And it don't come into play yet because we don't have no buildings with goods in them. But if you have cash, money in here, and you had a stash here, and it would say Yellowhead is sealed on here, you can move your money around no matter what. It's like a charge card. And whenever you need cash, if it's in any of your buildings, you can use it. You don't have to bring it from only one spot where your pile is. So you got another pile over here. Whenever you need to spend cash, no matter what, it can come from any of your buildings. But unfortunately, we're not there yet. So, but in initiative order, he will get some change. 1, 5, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, well, shoot, he can't even get change. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got to lose 2 goods. Does that not hurt or what? That's the way the game is. We're going about it. Unless you want to use some gold, but I wouldn't lose that gold. That gold's key. So, all right, that hurts. Talk about attrition. 2 gold down, or 2 goods down to tubes. All right. Like I said, if he had places to put that gold, he could have got rid of it. If he would have had a seal on, let's say here in Barcelona, when this thing opens up for business, and he would have been able to buy a building, and he got it there, he could have got rid of that gold, could have put it there. But he's got no place to put it because they got no buildings yet. It's too early in the game. Let's go over here to player number 2. He's going to watch out his gold. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, he can make change, so that loosens up a lot of room for him. He's packed. He can't put nothing else in there. That's kind of screwy the way the game starts, but that's the way it is. Like I said, it'll open up. Alright, let's go here. Player number 3. He's going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this, and we'll be back. Okay, there's some important points here, so I'm going to have to go ahead and go through this with you. You don't have enough to make change in it either. He's all messed up too. He's got to be fully loaded and maxed out in his warehouse or his domain. Then you go, Holy Land. Now green is a different story. I'm knocking stuff over here, but I'll be alright. I'm going to use this to show you what's going on here. Green does own a Domas in Messina. So he's going to clear his out. Oh, shoot. He can't do it with the goods, but he can do it with the cash. And it's not much, but it'll help him makes room. And he'll put that gold in his Domas in Messina. You can move that free no matter what. That was one thing about the Templars. They had themselves a little like a credit card system back in those days, so money was moved freely. So that's a good example of that. So that is number 4. He's making space. He's filled. He's pretty well filled. He's got 5 gold in there, which is, just one spot. He's still got a spot for 5 more counters, which is really good. And he's filled to the max. I just knocked all of his seals down. But I think that's going to take care of phase 5. Let me look real quick. Get this back up here. Okay, see, he's maxed out. I'm almost power. He's got 1. He's got a 5 spot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. They gotta get rid of them goods. That's it. It's kind of a messed up deal. It's strategy for you. All right, let's go over here. That was organization. Now it's to display relics. That don't apply to us because nobody's got any relics in their chapels in Europe yet. Also, once a relic's been displayed, you can't move it. And it might come into play with the with these cards. Let's go back here again.
During phase 5, you may receive a novice counter in every castle you control at the begin Templar province. Okay, that don't apply. Alright, we're good. We're good. Okay, recruitment. Each player initiative order may recruit knights by replacing novice counters. These are novice counters, and it costs you to convert these into knights. Unfortunately, they were at the part of the game early where that don't even play. Now, there might be some novices here in these unrevealed cities, but you gotta get your knights to explore. Alright, so that's it. Maintenance. Each player in initiative order now pays 1 fee, 1 coin for each seal he or she. Each seal he controls on a game board outside of buildings. So, any seal that does not pay for must be removed from the board along with all counters placed underneath it. The only ones we see on the board here are, with a little zoom action, green, or rather, blue and red. I'm colorblind on top of not being able to talk. Okay. 1 coin from red. Oh, that'll give him a little bit of space, so that helps. And 1 coin from blue. And that don't help him because then he's got a big change. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a lot of space taken up there. Blue, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of his 5 spot. And there you go. Alright, they both paid their taxes for their knights on the board. If you don't have taxes, you pick up your knights and you lose your goods. Alright. Oh, where did it say that you got exploration organization? Each player display relics. Huh. Recruitment. Oh, gotta go. I'll be right back. We're back. And I found it. I was about to skip this spot, and that's why you have your knights in your... It's important to have knights in your castles in the Holy Lands, and I almost skipped it. I knew it was there, but it's underneath recruitment. They got it kind of hidden. And I should get a big yellow or black marker and circle it right here, but it says also. Alright. This is when you do your recruitment. Each player on his or her turn may reveal. Was a weird wording, reveal, but it would have come here. I'll read it and then I'll interpret it. Also, each player on his or her turn may reveal knights in the castle on his player's sheet to gain 1 victory point or 1 coin for each knight revealed. Coins are placed in a domas on the player's sheet. So in other words, for each knight you have in the Holy Land in your castle, you get either 1 victory point or 1 coin. Alright, let's read it again. Each player on his turn may reveal knights in his castle on his player's sheet to gain 1 victory point or 1 coin for each knight. So that's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead in initiative order. And he can't recruit. Oh, shoot. If I was yellow... Oh... Maintenance. I'll take the victory points, I guess. I got 2 knights here, so I'll go 1, 2. Blue, what do you want? Victory points or coins? Oh, let me see here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't really have any room. Don't have no buildings. I'll take victory points. Oh, but you guess what? Ooh, we got no knights. 0 victory points for you. All right. Let's go here next to yellow. What you want, victory points or coinage there, yellow? I'm low on spots and I have no buildings. I will take our red. I will take 1 victory point for my knight. So red, who is in the lead, is going up 1. Green. Victory points or coins. He's got 2 knights there. Can you split it? Would be my I guess you could. Oh, you know what? My camera's all messed up in here. I gotta do me some maintenance. All right, hold on. Oh, victory points. Victory points. Victory points. He's got 2. 1, 2. There's our new standings. He took 2 victory points for his 2 nights he's got in his castle instead of 2 coins. All right, now we can go down here to maintenance. And we just did that, so I got ahead of myself, but that is key. I remember about that. Phase 5 resources. Don't see anybody here. As this, you retrieve a novice counter for every castle. You don't have any castles. Phase 1. Phase 5, 1 relic displayed in your chapel will be moved. You don't have a relic. Phase 2, Phase 2, Phase 5 resources after initiative order has been determined. Okay. Green might want to get a little part of this. But once you play this card, you only play it once. And it's gone. And that is Phase 4 transports. So green might have a card, might have something to say in this next phase. All right, we're done with maintenance. Heading down here to retrieve counters. That's real easy. Just get everybody's counters up here. Everybody grabs their counters. We'll be flipping ours over. All right, blue. Red, here's red. Yellow gets his back. And green gets his back. All right. And now initiative. During the game, players normally take turns in initiative order at the beginning of the game, blah, blah, blah. A new initiative order is always based on the current victory point rankings. A player with the lowest victory point total takes initiative card 1, with the next going to 2, and so on. So that's how that works. So, yellow is first, blue is second. Oh, green is third. So we got a little change here. Green is third. Wait. No, that's right. Green is third. And red, who's in first place, is fourth. Now, let's see this card here. Do you want to play this card now? Play during phase. Hold on, I'll put it there now. Do this. Getting another player. So green, what kind of initiative do you want? Green has nobody on this little board here. So initiative really don't matter. I will hold off on this card and not play it. So that is it. We are ready to go back to the phase 1. What's these hot special situations? After 10 complete rounds have been played, the game enters period 3. After this point, there will be no more mission cards, so the players can skip phase 1. Oh, there you go. Okay. A note on the map. Now this is kind of, I might as well read this for you. Since the game covers more than 200 years of very tumultuous history, it is impossible to show how Europe changes over the course of the game. For simplicity, the game board depicts the world of the Templars around the middle of the 13th century. There you go. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier about the borders. So we just, for the sake of the game, they got them broke down into Templar provinces. All right, we're going back. To phase 1 missions. Loving me some Templars. It's going to start getting interesting. Be back.